Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Like, let it...
Like, you can go 5 minutes without mentioning a fucking monster.
No, she can't.
You're not going to suffocate and die.
She cannot.
I was obsessed with monsters when I was younger than her. You know, I still talked about peanut butter and jelly sandwiches from time to time.
Peanut butter and jelly monsters?
No, just sandwiches.
The bread was a monster,
No,
right?
no monsters, Matthew, because I'm not insane like Lucy fucking Dark.
But the soup you ate with the peanut butter and jelly sandwiches.
That was chicken noodle, of course.
Yes, your favorite combo.
Absolutely.
Yeah, Lucy is obsessed, Nick. Obsessed with monsters and with scaring people, making them feel like fools. Like we said, she cannot take anything seriously. Can't take a stern talking to from her mother seriously. Her mother just gets exasperated.
Yeah, and later on it's just like, you little dummy. You're a lazy little monster.
She does, like, just...
I mean, I'm jumping ahead, way ahead, but it's just like, I was just like, wow.
She gets like, you know what
She
the
is at her
problem with
rope's
you is,
fucking
Lucy?
end.
You're a lazy, you never finish anything, you're a quitter.
To which I wrote, well, she hasn't quit telling monster stories.
But we'll get to that. She doesn't even take her one friend seriously. She only has one friend, Nick, because all of her other friends
Were
left.
they really friends, though?
I don't think so.
I did not get that they were friends.
No, I mean, Erin did show up in her backyard, but, oh my goodness, she's got monsters on the brain, and she's mildly deranged.
Yeah.
Mildly or more so.
Mm-hmm.
As the book progresses, I think the more so applies. Before we get to Erin, we gotta backtrack to get to her and her younger brother's relationship. The two of them are hanging out in their backyard. Lucy is cooking up another tall tale to scare her brother with, and her brother, Nick, just too gullible for words.
Yeah, are we talking about the toe biter? Which Randy asked if it's a D-Day monster. And
A D-Day monster?
Yeah, it's right there on page 5. A D-Day monster? Like, no.
See, I assumed it was just stuttering, but no.
Oh.
A D-Day monster?
I thought it was a D-Day monster.
It's one of those Nazis.
Yeah, one of those Nazi toe biters.
Oh.
It's good.
Let me have more.
I want some more toes.
It's a little piggy.
Just this little piggy went to market, yeah?
The market is in my mouth.
Actually,
Some subtleties I did not pick up on.
Yeah.
Sometimes I just take it at face value, but I didn't know this 6-year-old was deep into World War II. She's particularly proud of this toe biter monster. It is, in fact, a day monster that feeds at high noon, Nick. That's what's scary about these monsters is because
Do not forsake me, oh my darling.
They don't come out at night when you'd expect them. They come out in plain daylight. And this monster is bigger than a dog and has chameleon-like qualities. So
then how do you know how big it is?
Well, it's not invisible. It's able to disguise its skin tone.
Unlike Mr. Mortman.
Lucy tells Randy that the toe biter ate the toes off of their neighbor Becky's left foot.
Yep.
This is when the chapter break happens.
Yeah.
Nick, as Lucy motions down to reveal that her own toes on her own left foot are also missing. How amazing would it have been if that really happened? If in chapter 1 all of her toes went missing and the book was
turned into a Daniel Day-Lewis movie?
It was just her, her dealing with that. And
it would have taken a turn.
Yeah, she still goes to the library and stuff. It's just because she doesn't have any. She can't do very much.
Are there any handicapped children in the Goosebumps series?
I don't know, Nick. Would missing all the toes on your left foot make you handy-capable?
You'd need crutches, I think.
For how long? For a bit, for sure. But
well, like Tiny Tim.
Tiny Tim had a crippling disease. He did not just have the toes on his left foot eaten off by a lizard dog.
Well, then they'd need special shoes or whatever. I don't know. I'm not a doctor.
Yeah, toes are good for balance.
Yeah, they are.
But we never get to meet Becky. And I don't know if Becky walks around with this
Who's Becky?
Limp. She's the girl who lives next door whose toes were eaten off.
Right.
Becky
Well, she's
Colleen.
making up the story because she's a goddamn pathological liar.
She is making up the story. And then as she's making up one lie to tell her 6-year-old brother to terrify him.
She comes up with like 5 others?
Well, she's digging her toes into the dirt. She's doing 2 things at once.
Just like Peter Gabriel.
She's setting them up. Peter Gabriel? Did he pretend to not have toes?
Digging the dirt.
Oh. That's why Phil Collins went solo. So
Genesis jokes.
Sega. So we come back in chapter 2, and Randy...
Not really on chapter 2.
Oh, yeah. Randy runs off crying, and she tries calling him back to tell him about another monster up in the sassafras.
At which point I was just like, Jesus Christ, Lucy, give it a fucking rest.
Yeah. Come on.
Give it a fucking rest.
And Randy is so gullible, though, that he actually considers hearing her out before thinking better of it. He turns
he's a 6-year-old idiot. They're both little idiots.
Yeah. But I can forgive the 6-year-old idiot.
Yeah, I guess. But no, it's like Charlie Brown and Lucy.
Mm-hmm.
You know, he's gonna kick that football. He's sure of it this time.
Yeah. He never does.
Bitch always pulled it away.
Yeah. Aaron shows up now.
Yeah.
That's her friend. Sneaks up behind her, gives her a little scare.
In quotation marks.
Her friend? Like, oh, yeah. Her...
Like, acquaintance.
Yeah. Somebody... It seems like all the kids in this town, the town of... What's the name of this town again?
Oh, it's Timberland Falls.
Timberland Falls. Though there is no timber and no falls.
Yeah, because I made a note, like, Timberland Falls, we must discuss this. And then my next note is like, well, never mind.
So yes, Nick, where are all the kids in this town?
Long time passing.
Is this the town from the classic animated film Balto, where all the kids die? And, the coroner makes a bunch of little child coffins.
Yep, that was in a cartoon.
Yeah, it's very depressing. Phil Collins did the voice of a goose.
Does he die when his head hits the top of the canopy of a plane?
No, he didn't actually do that, but he did witness a bunch of sled dogs drowning, and one sled dog that did nothing about it.
Well, that's kind of the same thing.
Yeah. So, since Aaron is the only other kid left in town, he, I guess, hangs out with Lucy every now and then. Tries to relieve some of his boredom with her. But she immediately tries the sassafras monster story with him.
Now, hang on.
These are 12-year-olds, Nick.
Here's another thing I have.
Yes, go ahead.
The sassafras tree?
Yeah, where do they live?
I thought that was just like a fake cuss word.
No, sassafras is a real thing. I didn't know it was a tree. I just knew it was some sort of plant.
Oh.
Sassafras. She immediately tries a sassafras monster story with him, and just ends up making him leave after she drops an old dirty bird's nest onto him.
Yeah.
She's a psychopath.
She's not a good person.
No. What was she just knew there was a dirty old abandoned bird's nest up there and just wanted to drop it on somebody?
Like, who does that?
Why did Aaron even humor her about it? He was that bored.
Well, when you're bored, you'll put up with a lot of shit from women.
Yeah. Yeah, even at that age. So he doesn't stay very long. And this doesn't strike Lucy as weird. It's like, well, maybe I should start not being so freakishly weird around people. Maybe I'd have more friends.
Just kidding. No, she doubles down on the weird.
Oh, yes. Her mom tries talking some sense into her, but she can't focus for a minute.
You gotta smack her.
Yeah, her mom gives up, exasperated. Tells her that she's going to be late for her Reading Rangers meeting. Which sounds just about like the lamest thing ever. Like,
and that's the thing, I made a note, like, Reading Rangers, and then she describes it, and I was just like, hey, that's just like us. You and I, we're the Reading Rangers, Matthew.
It's true, and I did write a note here to plug the GBC, the Goosebumps Book Club. Why don't you read along with us?
Yeah, why not?
Send your thoughts and comments to WeGotGoosebumps@gmail.com. So the Reading Rangers is a club where you have to read books in the summertime.
When the weather is hot.
And then write a report and answer questions about it to earn a gold star sticker.
Yep.
She doesn't even get to socialize with other nerds, Nick, because this is all done privately, one-on-one sessions with Mr. Mortman, the town librarian.
And what's Randy up to? Instead of doing the Reading Rangers, what's that little fucker up to?
She walked in to see that Randy is playing Super Nintendo.
Yeah.
You know, Stein, still after that sweet, sweet Nintendo money. Lucy rollerblades over.
Now.
Yes, you have something to say just to that?
Rollerblades.
I wrote rollerblades. Stein
Why are they capitalized?
Whoa. Oh, they are capitalized. Yes, because, okay,
This is consistent. This is consistent. There's a Frisbee later on, and Frisbee is capitalized again. It's if there was a Drumpster, it would be capitalized, and I don't understand why these words are capitalized.
I don't know. Is rollerblade a proper name?
No.
Okay.
I mean, I would imagine Frisbee might be.
Okay, like trademarked, like
Sure.
Normally they're just called flying discs,
but not drumster.
And probably not rollerblades, right?
Not rollerblades.
I don't know, man. But I mean, he didn't even say rollerblades at first. He said she's skating over, and to me, you don't skate on rollerblades.
Sorry. Yeah, you cut the pavement with them.
Yeah, like I thought she was cool when he was like she's skating over, and I was like, oh, you're
street sharps.
You're shredding it. You're a skater, and it's like, no, you're a rollerblader. You're the lameness just keeps on coming. Sorry to all those out there who are listening and also rollerblade.
Are there anyone out there?
Nobody rollerblades anymore.
Oh.
They don't even make rollerblades. I don't think...
I'm pretty sure they do. Pretty sure they're still a thing, Matthew.
All right, well, agree to disagree.
But no.
She blades over to the ramshackle librarian and realizes...
Cuts everything off.
She realizes that she's going to have to fake it with Mr. Mortman.
Yep. Why, what did she read, Matthew?
Huck Finn. She only read a little bit of Huck Finn.
Yeah. What the fuck is a 12-year-old doing reading The Adventures of Huckleberry Finn? Is that not a bit too advanced for a little girl? Isn't she going to have a few too many questions about things in there?
Honestly, all I remember about Huck Finn is him faking his own death and swinging a dead cat by a rope.
I don't know if that's Huck Finn. That might be Tom Sawyer.
I thought they were the same thing.
No, they are two different books. Huck Finn is in Tom Sawyer, but...
Then I have no idea what my life is. No idea.
Just because you remember that movie Tom and Huck, isn't it? That's why, isn't it?
Anything with Jonathan Taylor Thomas, I'll remember fondly, but she's gonna have to fake it with Mr. Mortman.
Yeah, I made a note of that,
and fake it well if she wants to earn that gold star sticker.
Yep, I made a note of that too.
What's your note?
Fake it? What the fuck?
What are you implying?
The hidden meaning in this book?
That she's just lazy and won't do what she's told?
I'm really surprised that you're not going on how Mortman's a pedophile, but...
Oh, I didn't want to get into it too soon.
Oh, okay.
We are now introduced, Nick, to Mr. Mortman, the creepy librarian. He's got beady black eyes.
Yep.
They are set in a plump, bald head.
Yep.
He's always got...
He's a fatty.
Yes, he's a short little man. He's always got such sopping wet hands.
He's like George Costanza.
He also speaks in high-pitched, scratchy whispers.
Hello.
He also loves turtles and has...
Who doesn't love turtles?
And he has an affection for brightly colored turtlenecks. He wore 2 of them in this book, Nick.
Okay.
Well, we don't actually get to see her fake it with Mortman, but we...
Thank God.
Yeah, it'd be too depressing to read.
It just turns into a Todd Solondz movie.
But we do see her on her way home afterwards, a gold star sticker proudly displayed on her shirt. So she did all right, Nick. She did all right.
Yeah.
Faked it real good.
And then she faked it till she made it.
Yeah. She's basically all the way home now before she realizes that she forgot her rollerblades at the library.
What a fucking idiot. She's too wrapped up in her monster world.
She's just sliding and scraping her bare feet raw against the pavement for 20 minutes before she realizes. It's like, hey, I'm not making great time here. Seriously. She returns to the library to get those rollerblades, has a strange feeling about going in, but does so anyway because, hey, why not go against her better judgment?
Yeah.
And she grabs her rollerblades and instead of leaving, ends up hanging around to spy on Mr. Mortman. You have any notes about this? About how she's got this fetish? She's a 12-year-old with a fetish for watching
because of voyeurism?
Yes.
Yeah, no. And she's like, she likes to watch. I'm just like, whoa.
Yeah, she thinks spying on people is exciting, thrilling, even if they aren't doing anything interesting.
Yeah.
And I mean, I love doing that too. If I'm walking around and I see windows, Nick, open windows, you're looking in. They're made to look in. People think they're made to look out. They're made to look in.
And it's like people get mad. Like, if you accidentally make eye contact with a person and it's like, you have curtains.
Yeah.
What did you expect? That's why my curtains are always drawn.
Yeah.
I live in a shroud of darkness.
Yeah.
It matches my soul.
And one day, when you want, you maybe will lift those curtains of your soul and let people look in. You may get arrested for doing it, but...
Fuck you.
She watches Mortman take a jar, open the lid, and offer his turtles some flies.
That's not out of the ordinary.
Pretty normal, but
turtles eat flies.
Yeah. Did you notice that she thought to herself, "So, the jar was